And good afternoon, San Antonio. Welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. Let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. The phone number here is 210-341-1573. The store is going to be open today till 6:30, tomorrow 11 to 5, Monday through Saturday we are 8 to 6:30, and then on Sunday we're 11 to 5. Anything I talk about today we have here at the store, and the show today has a theme. Yep. It's going to be called Easy Does It. So everything that I talk about today is under the roof of let's do it the easy way. Okay, there's a lot of hard ways to do this, but let's do it the easy way, because if you're like me, you don't have a lot of extra time on your plate. And so when you have a project that you want to do, either because it has to be done or because you literally enjoy doing projects around the house, you want to be able to do them as quickly as possible, the most economical as possible, so that you can do the next project or go and do the next thing that you want to do, which may be playing, or maybe you have to get back to work. I don't know, but all I know is around my house, it needs to be done quick and easy. And that's what this show is all going to be about. But let me tell you first about some upcoming events that we are going to have. Next month, we're pretty much done for this month. And can you believe that October is almost over? I can't believe it. I mean, I know people say as you get older that you're always saying, oh my goodness, time flies. Well, it does. It really does. But in November, we have 2 events so far. I'm thinking we're going to have 3, because Thanksgiving is so late in the month. Usually Thanksgiving is around the 21st, but this year it's the 28th. I don't know who calls those shots, but I would like for them to tell me how they figure those things out. So the stocking stuffer weekend, which is our event the day after Thanksgiving. It's kind of like the gift shop's way of saying Black Friday. That's going to be on the 29th. And stocking stuffer weekend is a really fun time. We put a whole bunch of things out on the floor that are inexpensive that we have bought especially for stocking stuffer weekend, so that you can take these small gifts and either stuff them in stockings, okay, or you have people that you like to give a small thank you gift to, and it doesn't break the bank. So that's going to be on the 29th. Also, this is a new event for this year, and we are going to have Black Friday in the hardware section. There is going to be end caps on every end cap. There's going to be something that is on sale. Either it's a stock that we normally have and we're going to put it on sale for you because it's something that you really like, and so as a little gift we're going to put it on sale, or we're going to bring in something brand new in, and it will be Black Friday. Okay, and you will know what these things are. I promise I will let you know, because they always tell you that at these other places, they tell you if they're going to have TVs for $29 or whatever. So we're going to have all kinds of stuff for Black Friday in the hardware section, and it's going to be a lot of fun too. I promise. Fun overall. Now, the ladies event, ladies event is always the week before Thanksgiving. So that's going to be the 21st through the 23rd. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and this is how it runs. From 3 o'clock till 6:30, everything in the gift shop will be on sale, 20% off. Everything, from candles to apparel to food to everything, any of our gifts. However, Christmas will be 50 off. Anything that's got a reindeer on it, is red and green and says Merry Merry or Ho Ho Ho, it's all going to be on sale. It's a wonderful time to pick up a gift, to add to your collection of Christmas ornaments, or to give a Christmas ornament. Many of you go to those kind of parties, and so this is just a fun time to kind of make your home decor look a little newer this year. So you want to write that down. If you're not a part of our email, get on it, because every month we send a coupon out for the gift shop is attached to it, and it's a 20% off coupon, and there'll be a coupon for the hardware section of the store. If you buy $40 or more, there's a $10 just flat $10 off, and you can use it on anything. Okay, now let me tell you, I gave you our address, 2361 Northwest Military Highway, but that's not the only way you can find us. You can also go out to our website, which is happyhandyman.com. All the things that I'm going to talk about today, you'll be able to find out on that website. And if you don't live in San Antonio, but you would like the product, well, we ship. So if you buy more than $20 in the on the website, then we ship it out for $6. The freight's $6. If it's under 20, then the freight's like $8.35, something like that. So if you would like to try some of these products that I'm going to talk about today, and you don't live in San Antonio, well, that's a real easy way to do it. Now, you know, another thing that I don't talk about very often is some of the things that we do here in the hardware store that maybe not everybody does. And some of those things are, we repair lamps. So if you have a lamp and it's your favorite lamp and it no longer works, bring it in to us and we'll repair it for you. And then we also, just like a lot of people, we cut keys, we cut glass, we wire, rope. We do special orders on cabinet hardware. We use Amrock, and they are so good, and I have the newest in turnstiles, and I can tell you whether it's in stock or not, and usually it gets here within 5 days, which is really fast in the special order world. And we also match paint, and I want to bring up something that a customer brought to my attention, and she says, you need to talk about that on your radio show. Okay, I will. So we match paint, and of course you know that we carry Ben Moore, and a lot of people just want a little sample color of paint because they want to try it on the wall, or they want to put a piece up on the wall to take up. And what we do is we do a sample size of color that is in an eggshell. I do believe, I think it's an eggshell. They're all in eggshell. And these color samples are only $5.99. And she was in here, and I see this a lot. People, they'll get 10, 15 color samples trying to find either the right white, the right gray, the right blue, you know, and sometimes it takes more than just one shot to get it right, especially if they're getting ready to paint the whole inside of the house. And a lady came to me and she says, oh, your samples are so much less expensive than other places. And I said, yeah. And she said, you need to talk about that on your radio show, because I just bought 10 samples someplace else and it cost me a fortune. And she said, if I had known that you did Ben Moore, and I said, well, I do more than Ben Moore samples. And she says, what do you mean? I said, we can match anybody's color. That is our computer. Like if you bring in a bear color, if you bring in a Sherwin-Williams color, if you bring in a magnolia color, if you bring in any PPG, anybody's color, we can match it. We can match it, or we just, if you know the name of the color, we just put it in our computer and then it formulates it, and then you can get a sample size, and it's a little more than 7 ounces. It's a lot of paint, and have it colored just the way you want to. And then you're not out a whole lot of money. $5.99 is really not a whole lot for paint, and you can sample all you want to. And I promised her I would tell everybody on the radio today. So we have. All right, so let's talk about, I told you the whole show is going to be called Easy Does It, right? So let's talk about ways to restore furniture, because I had a customer come in just day before yesterday, and they came in and they were asking me for a paint stripper, they were asking me for crud cutter, they were asking me for then they were asking me for sandpaper and whatever. And I heard them talking, and I said, okay, I hear y'all talking, and it sounds like you have a stained bench as like a window seat kind of thing in your kitchen, and the color doesn't look consistent like it used to, and it's got watermarks on it. And she said, yes. I said, are you wanting to paint it? She goes, no, I want to restain it. So I'm going to strip off the varnish, and then I'm going to restain it. I said, are you staining it in a darker color or a lighter color? Oh no, I want the same color. And I said, then you don't have to do that. She goes, what do you mean? You do not have to strip off the varnish. I said, is your varnish all intact? Yes, but I've got water spots on it. That's not a problem. I've got some inconsistent color in it because it's right by the window and there's a little fading. Not a color. Not a color. Not a problem. And she goes, well, what do I use? Restore a Finish. Restore a Finish has been around for eons, and it is the only thing I know of still to this day. Hey Karen, welcome to the show. That you can stain wood below the varnish. So that means you don't have to strip it. That's why they call it Restore a Finish. So I equipped her with a can of Restore a Finish in the same color, close to the same color that her bench is in, and Restore a Finish is very forgiving as far as color wise. So if you have a color and it's not exactly the same color, don't worry about that. Restore a Finish will completely go through that varnish and color the wood underneath, and it will blend in perfectly with your existing stain. So she was going to cover up watermarks. She was going to cover up little scratches and imperfection in the wood. She was going to color and cover up all the inconsistencies in the finish of the varnish, and not varnish, but the stain. And she was never going to have to remove the varnish. It's a one-step process. It kind of smells like paint thinner, and this is how you're going to use it. You're going to apply it to a rag, and then you're going to go across your piece going in the direction of the grain. You're going to do one coat, and you're going to let it dry, and you're going to look at that coat and make sure everything looks good. If it's not dark enough, if it's not deep enough, if you still have a couple of like watermarks or something, do another coat, and it will cover completely. You won't have to revarnish. You won't have to sand. You won't. The only thing you need to do is make sure the surface is clean. And when I say that, you do not want to, you don't want to use anything like a crud cutter. You just literally want to clean. Take a little Dawn dishwashing soap on a sponge, clean it up, rinse it off, dry it off, and then apply your Restore Finish. And then when you're done, if it's still, if you want to add some protection, you use a product called Feed and Wax. Feed and Wax is a protectant that will go and deepen the color of the surface of the wood. In fact, if you have cabinets And maybe the color's good. These are stained cabinets, okay? The color is good. It's just that they look a little dull. They don't look as shiny as they used to or as vibrant. Okay, that's just what I want to say. They don't look as vibrant as they used to. Well, then you go and you put some feed and wax on them. You put about a quarter size on a rag. And then you go in one direction over these cabinets. Did I say quarter? I meant dime. Dime size amount on a rag. And you go over your cabinets. Feed and wax is got like 3 different waxes in it, and it smells wonderful. Okay, now if you have cabinets that maybe need cleaning, maybe they're in your kitchen, and so there's just all kinds of oils that go on in the kitchen and they attach to the wood, you can clean first with Holloway House Fine Wood Cleaner. It smells like you're at the beach. In other words, it smells like coconut. And you clean them up with that, let it dry, and then apply your feed and wax, and your cabinets will look amazing. Maybe you're getting ready to have company over for Thanksgiving next month, and you just want to spruce things up just a little bit. This is a good way to make your cabinets look great. Now, if your front door is something that you want to spruce up, the color is good maybe, but maybe it's not. You can use that same Restore Finish on your door, and that door can be a wood door or a fiberglass door. It doesn't make any difference, okay? You put Restore Finish on it, let it dry, make sure it all looks good, and then you put a product that is a sister product to Feed and Wax called Sunshield. And Sunshield has a UV protectant in it, and it will deepen the color of your door. It will add protection to your door, and it causes that fading that you can get at the bottom, it will bring it back to life. So if that happens to your door, instead of taking it off the hinges, stripping it, putting a new stain on it, then putting another 2-3 coats of varnish on it, a spar varnish. You always want to use a spar varnish on the outside. This is just 2 steps. Restore Finish, it's like dusting, and then Sunshield, which is just like, you know, just adding a coat like when you wax your furniture on the inside of the house. It's so simple, it holds up well, and it will just add years to the door. Every year, just put another coat on, and you won't be refinishing your door. You are taking care of it with 2 small products, and they cost less. Both products together, probably less than $25 in your time, and it will go quickly. And that's why I call that an easy way to take care of those things like that. All right, let's talk about easy travel, okay? Hi, Cindy, how are you? I'm saying hi to all these people that follow us on Facebook, because right now, those of you that are listening on the radio, we are also live streaming this on Facebook. It's fun to watch because you can usually see, like, I'll talk about things and I'll show a picture of them on there, and so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We were a little short-handed today, and so I was putting together a show very quickly. And so not everything made it up here on the radio table. But anyway, that's what we, and so when I'm saying hi Cindy, hi Karen, those are people that watch us on Facebook. So, but if you don't catch it, you can catch it on the replay on Happy Handyman, and then also Johnny Chick's Home and Hardware on our YouTube channel. So it's, and we're out on Facebook also. So it's just a real easy way. All right, so I talked to you about easy travel. I mean, you're going to be traveling, and we've gotten just some brand new apparel in, and we got several things in that are so comfortable to travel in, but yet you don't look sloppy. Okay, these are beautiful, wrinkle-free, warm, because how cold does it get on the plane? How cold does it get in the airport? Okay, and you'll look put together by the time you get to the next place you go. So, and they're very reasonably priced, and you need to come in and take a look. Some new colors and some new apparel, some dresses, an adorable blue and white dress you have got to see. In fact, we already sold a couple of them, and we put it about yesterday. So come on by and take a look at the new apparel. All right, let's talk about another thing that's easy to do, and it doesn't have to be hard, and that is floor care. How many of you have wood floors, and maybe you're from old school and you wax them, okay? If I was you, I wouldn't wax. There's so much easier way to do, and if you haven't waxed them yet, I'm catching you at the perfect time. So there is a product made by Holloway House that has been on the market for eons too, and it's called Quick Shine Floor, it'll say multi-surface floor cleaner. They've changed the name over the years. And the multi-surface means that it can take care of tile, it can take care of wood, laminate, those vinyl tile floors, anything, saltillo tile. It's great for saltillo tile. And so if you need to clean your floors, why not do it the easy way, which is a super neutral cleaner made, the Quick Shine Multi-Surface Floor Clean. It's so neutral, okay, doesn't have a lot of sulfates in it, but it cleans very well, and you don't even have to rinse it. No rinsing required. So you literally go over it with your mop and rinse your mop, but then you can not have to rinse the floor. And then once the floor is clean, you can use a product called Quick Shine Floor Finish. And they'll say multi-surface floor finish too, because you can take care of wood floors, you can take care of, like I said, tile floors. Saltillo tile looks beautiful with a couple of coats of Quick Shine Floor Finish. It will shine from the first coat. Put one coat on and you get this beautiful shine. Now if high shine is not your thing, you just like a little low luster, Quick Shine also makes a wood floor luster, which is not a high shine, but just a nice glow on your wood floors. But if you do have older floors and you really struggle with all the scratches and stuff on it, then use the one that is the high shine. And let me tell you, there's other products that do a high shine, and you know how long they take to dry. They take over an hour to dry. Well, Quick Shine dries in 20 minutes. So you just don't walk on it for 20 minutes, and then it's this beautiful shine that makes your floors look amazing. Plus, the good part about this is you add a layer of protection to your floors, because all the dust and dirt that you bring in with your shoes, your tinnies, whatever, all that dust and dirt is like sandpaper to your floors. It doesn't seem like it would be, does it? But it is. And you get all these little surface scratches. Well, if you put a couple of coats of Quick Shine on there, you get added protection to your wood floor that is easy to do, dries in 20 minutes, and it smells wonderful. What about weather stripping? Okay, we're getting ready to get into some cooler weather. Well, that's a rumor. And so how many of you have some areas, maybe around your windows, maybe around the door, and when you're sitting down in the den and you're looking over at your front door, you can see light coming through the edges of the door? Do you know, they said if you have less than a ½ gap in the door, it's like having a 4-foot square hole in the wall. Now you would never do that, but it's so easy to just kind of ignore a little gap that goes around the door and the windows. Let me tell you a real easy way to take care of it. And it's called V-Flex, and it's made by Mecklenburg Duncan Window-Seal. Now I know I said doors, and this works well with doors. It's going to give you, I think it's more than yes, 17 feet. Okay, so that's enough for your door and across the top. And it's got adhesive on one side. And you literally press it together, apply the adhesive to the frame, and close your door. And when you close the door, that V that you have pinched together will open up almost to a ½ inch and will take any gap out of your door. And all you did was cut, lay it down, and apply it with the adhesive that's there. And that will take care of it. Now, if you've got a gap on the bottom, Mecklenburg Duncan, they do great weather stripping, okay? They also make what they call an economy, I think it's called an economy door sweep, okay? Self-adhesive. So, the easiest way to apply that, because maybe you say, well, I don't know if I have a gap. If you stand next to your door and it's going to start to get cooler and you feel a little breeze across your ankles, well, that means you got a gap down there. So the easiest way to take care of it, you don't have to remove a threshold, you don't have to do anything like that. You just apply this door sweep at the bottom. It's got adhesive on one side, and then lay it against the floor, against the door, peel that adhesive, and you are done. Like I said, easy does it. Okay, let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The phone number here is 210-341-1573. And that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing. It will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.